I took the photograph ages ago. I was just looking at you.
The relationship between Nathan and Charlotte, it's very much the centre of The Living and the Dead. It's the heart of it. It's the soul of it as well.
Not now. We're late enough as it is.
The love between Charlotte and Nathan, I'm slightly jealous of it, really, to be honest. It's a very modern relationship for that time. They both accept each other for who they are and their flaws. And I think that's what makes it a real, true love.
You're so alive.
Nathan sees something in Charlotte that liberates him.
There's this equality in their relationship.
You being our new farm manager.
Do you really think I could do it?
I think you'd be the best thing that's ever happened to this old place.
Very sexual as well.
They are a young, passionate couple.
Something for us to look at when we're old and toothless.
I think we really relished the scenes where they're in love because we knew what was coming. And we knew that the wedge that would eventually be driven between them was going to be so profound.
Try to look overwhelmed with lust.
Charlotte basically tries to do a selfie.
What you're seeing is two people desperately in love, desperately looking for happiness. They can't possibly comprehend what they're about to take on. What awaits them in Shepsoy, the house, is a fair amount of horror, which is both traumatic and difficult for them to overcome. It's essentially, I think, a story about a couple whose relationship was put to the test. He's reawakening everything that is related to this place. His mother died here. His son died here.
The way Colin is playing Nathan and the loss of Gabriel, it's really heartbreaking. He does it brilliantly.
Charlotte's always trying to ground Nathan. She is absolutely his rock here. She can just make him go, look at me. It's fine. We'll get through this.
I heard Gabriel's voice.
She understands his grief and his pain.
I'm sure of it.
Charlotte needs to be there for him and is his hope.
She believes a child is the way to do that.
I want your baby, Nathan Appleby.
She's brimming with life, and she wants to bring new life to Nathan. She's vowed to pull him out of this black hole that he was in when they first met.
I promised myself I would love that sadness out of him. Not to forget Gabriel, never that. To surround him with our own children.
Nathan's intensely terrified of being a dad again because he failed so horrifically the first time, through negligence.
You cannot change the way someone thinks.
Reveal yourself.
And if they are constantly thinking in the past or won't forgive themselves or won't forgive what's happened, then there is nothing you can do. You can only be there for them when they need you.
I can't stop it!
It's natural to have arguments as couples.
God help me, I see the dead.
I think you need to see that in order to feel for them.
And I have to understand why this is happening.
Then you're a fool, Nathan.
When he's so adamant that he can see trauma in people and work it out in them, he's not so used to people doing it back at him.
Why should there be a scientific explanation?
Because if there isn't, I'm going mad.
No one can understand really what he's going through.
I have to know what she meant.
He's spiralling out of control.
No, but I have to know. I have to understand. There must be a meaning to all these
You
things. A
never
key, and I have
told
to.
me about this visitation.
When he lies and hasn't told her really what's happening or what he's thinking, it does hit her quite hard.
Charlotte.
I have given you everything. Everything I have. And you've abandoned me.
Do people actually see things, or is it just something in their mind? I think that's what Charlotte struggles with.
Nathan Appleby?
Do I believe him? Is he really seeing this? How can I help?
Work the land instead of the mind.
Good medicine.
Or is it a mental illness that I can't do anything about, but he needs actual medical help? He just wants him to be happy and wants him to think of the future and their future together. I think The Living and the Dead is Charlotte is the living and Nathan is the dead. She thinks of the future and he thinks of the past. I think that you need a mixture of the two to make life work. She will always be there for him and she will never stop loving him.